What's going on, everybody? So today's video, I'm going to give you my top 10 fragrance keepers for life. That's for life. Just like how the NWO used to say. I used to be a big wrestling fan way back in the 90s. So if you want to find out my list, please stay tuned and watch. So it seems like everybody is doing theirs, so I might as well do mine. So fragrance number 1, we're going to go with a modern day classic that this one has been out for over 20 years. Hugo Boss Bottled. So you get some green apple, vanilla, you get cinnamon, plum, sandalwood, and there are so many more notes to this one here. I think that geranium and artemisia is another one. But what you get is that you definitely get a very green, juicy apple. But you also get a very warm cinnamon note. You also get a nice plum note, and you definitely get that sandalwood. This one here is perfect for fall and spring. You could dress it down to dressing it up. It's very versatile, it's very signature scent worthy. The only problem with this one, however, is that because it's been around for so long and it's still popular, you might be smelling like the next dude out there, but I personally, I really don't care. Fragrance number 2, let's go with a niche. Let's go with Creed Millesime Imperial. So the note breakdown for this one would be fruity notes, sea salt, and sea notes. Citruses, musk, and there's maybe 3 other notes. This just smells so bloody authentic. This is like when you're out on a cruise in the middle of the ocean and you just get that blast of sea air in your face. It smells so authentic and so incredibly good. The downfall is that this one really does not last all that long. I get 4 to 5 hours tops. This is an eau de parfum concentration, meaning that it's supposed to last long. And for the price tag, that's the downfall with this one here. It's just the longevity, and that price tag could be a little much. But this is great for casual, for trips. It smells incredibly authentic. And I'm gonna say it once again, I've said in so many videos that whenever I wear this is a scent memory of Vancouver, British Columbia. Whenever I go to Vancouver, I haven't been in almost 3 years, and I gotta go because I miss that city. If you're from the 604, if you're from Vancouver, you know what I'm gonna be talking about. When you're running along Stanley Park or even just biking, and you come around that bend to open ocean water, you just get that blast of sea air in your face. This is what that reminds me of. I love Vancouver and I adore this scent. Fragrance number 3, well, we're gonna have to be a little bit predictable. It's gonna be from the brand of Ferrari, but no, it's not bright Neroli. We're gonna be talking about leather essence. Leather, cinnamon, cloves, vanilla, tonka bean, woods, and so on are part of the note breakdown. You don't get a ton of leather to this one here. It's more of a suede with a ton of cloves and cinnamon with a little bit of vanilla. This is super masculine. It's with the name leather essence, and with that leather band around it, you're gonna think that you're gonna pick up a lot more leather. That leather is gonna be way more pronounced. It's not. It's kind of overshadowed by the cloves in the cinnamon. This is a great scent. It's great, like the versatility on this is great. It's signature scent worthy. If you're a masculine dude, and especially a gentleman, because this is a gentleman's scent, but if you're a masculine dude, you will like this one. You could dress it down to dressing it up, so you could wear this casually to something that's very black tie. It's an eau de parfum, so you're gonna get a better concentration. This is eau de parfum, so you're gonna pay a lot more for this one, but this one lasts a lot longer. So you're gonna think, because that this is niche and that the oils are gonna be better, that it's gonna last longer. Hell no. This lasts 8 to 10 hours, and that's great for a designer fragrance that has eau de parfum. Fragrance number 4, Tom Ford Grey Vetiver. Sage, musk, vetiver, different citruses, and basil are some of the notes to this one here. Oh, Tom Ford created a masterpiece when he did this one. And this is the eau de toilette version, so this is not the eau de parfum. But you get vetiver, you get citruses, you also get musk and that green undertone of basil. You could dress this one down to dressing it up. It's perfect for spring, summer, very versatile, very signature scent worthy. Unfortunately with this one here, from what I hear, it's been discontinued. So I'm not spending niche price tag on this. So what I'm gonna be doing with this one here is that I will be like just using it for special occasions. Fragrance number 5, let's go with Ralph Lauren, and we're gonna be going with Polo Supreme Leather. Leather, tonka bean, honey, you also get nutmeg, saffron, bergamot, and cardamom are the note breakdown. So I just listed all the notes. But what you get is that you definitely get the honey, you get the leather, you also get the spices and some sweetness from that tonka bean. Like you get more sweetness from the actual honey, but that honey is like a silky, smooth honey. This is a masterpiece. It's not really well known. I've reviewed this one, including the other two from the Polo Supreme line. This is my favorite from that line. This is my favorite from Ralph Lauren itself. And Ralph Lauren does a lot of great fragrances, but this one here, you could dress it down to dressing it up. It's very versatile. It's signature scent worthy. This fragrance is more so suited for a gentleman, a mature gentleman who has that playful disposition, because the honey itself does add that playful touch to it. It's a great scent. Unfortunately, these are becoming a little bit harder, so just like this one here, I'm just going to be using this one sparingly. But thankfully right now it's still out there, so I just might have to get myself a backup bottle. Fragrance number 6, Chanel Allure Homme Sport. So you get citruses, aldehydes, C notes. There's also musk, tonka bean, and pepper to this one here. This does have a slightly younger man's vibe, but I think that an older guy who's even up to 50, even 60 can wear it. There is a playfulness to it, but at the same time it's quite versatile and it has sport in it. This is supposed to be more sporty, but I think that you could dress it down to even dressing it up. It's more of a daytime fragrance, not so much for an evening out, but if you want to wear it to an evening out, I would say that more so on a laid back, casual type of setting. So if you're a younger man who wants to wear this out on a date, it's perfect for dates. Clubs, not so much, but this is a great scent. You could, as I said, dress it down to dressing it up. This came out in like 2004. It's still a modern day classic to me. I don't think that this is dated by any means, and it's my favorite from the brand of Chanel. Fragrance number 7, Trussardi Scent of Gold. So you get plum, tobacco, labdanum, cinnamon, patchouli, and maybe 2 other notes of this one. This is really just like a plum based scent with tobacco and lots of spices. There is a little bit of a floral component to this one here. It is unisex. The ladies could wear this one quite easily. It's not more feminine or more masculine. I can't remember what I said in my review with Toon's reviews. I might have said that this dips into masculinity a little bit more, but for me it's probably more so 50-50 now as I started to wear this one a little bit more this winter. You could dress it down to dressing it up. It's great for the fall and winter time. Unfortunately with this brand, it's very slept on. So if you wanted to smell this one, you have to blind buy it. And that's my issue with this one here. This was a gamble because this was a blind buy, but it certainly paid off. I generally don't recommend blind buying, but if you really must smell it, well, you know what to do. Fragrance number 8. Yup, this one I have to make it. It was a toss-up between this one here, Guerlain L'Homme Idéal Cologne, because that one smells so good. But this one here, everybody knows me by. Ferrari Bright Neroli. Neroli Orange Blossom, get citruses, rosemary, there's some vetiver, there's also musk, and I believe there's like some iris to this one here. This is just incredibly bright, hence the name. Very citrusy, it's zesty, it's vibrant, it's energizing. It's a feel-good scent for the summertime, but also spring. This is unisex, so ladies, you could wear this one quite easily. I've said that this comes across as a poor man's version of Tom Ford Neroli Portofino. To my nose, it does. Tom Ford smells more natural, but the ingredients to this one is actually quite good. The longevity is better than the Tom Ford, and they watered that one down and neutered it. And you're still paying that ridiculous price tag. If you want something that smells along the lines of Tom Ford Neroli Portofino without that price tag, this is a great one. This also gets comparisons to 4711, that Neroli one. It does. This smells a little bit better, however, and it does last longer. This one here, this is just something that I would wear for the summertime. This is just for me, this is just casual, but also something that I would wear for work. Fragrance number 9, this one had to make the list because it was my wedding scent. Gotta make the list. Creed Silver Mountain Water. Green tea, blackcurrant, musk, citruses, also petitgrain, and there's a few other notes in this one. This one here, you get the blackcurrant, you get the tea, and you get the citruses, and I believe some musk as well. This is a great signature scent. I'm not sure if it's unisex, but if it is, I think it's a little bit more of a gentleman's scent. It's a little bit more on the masculine side. But I could see that this being a unisex fragrance because of that blackcurrant kind of softening things along with that tea note. This is great for the spring and summertime. It's versatile as hell, so you could dress it down to dressing it up. But it's more of a daytime scent, not so much nighttime. Yeah, this is a gentleman's scent. For me to really pull this one off, I'm gonna admit that I'm a bro. For me to pull this one off, I have to act my age. Creed Silver Mountain Water will always be in my collection, and this very bottle was a wedding gift from the wife. And fragrance number 10, this bottle was actually a gift from the wife as well, but it's not making the list because it's a gift from the wife. I had a decant and I fell in love with this one. This is gonna be Atkinsons Oud Save the King. Suede oud, sandalwood, orris, Earl Grey tea, and I believe there's one other note. It might be the bergamot. Yet I could swear that there was some vanilla to this one because you do get a creamy vanilla. The oud in this is not pronounced. It's not like your typical dirty or skanky or smoky oud. You do get the woods. You get like a creaminess from like a vanilla, which might be the orris itself, but you also get a little bit of the wood, and I don't get that tea at all. This is a unisex fragrance, even though it says king. The queens out there can wear this one quite easily. It's versatile. You could dress it down to dressing it up. It's quite sexy. I did a review of this one with George Zaharoff, and he said that this is sex appeal, like where you're gonna jump in the sack with someone and do, you know, the nasty. This is not nasty. This is classy. You could do the nasty with this, trust me. But this does have sex appeal. But it's more of an adult-oriented type of sex appeal. It's not for the young guys out there, unless like you're like a college student who has that mature outlook and that mature spirit. But for me, this is 30 and up. This is perfect for fall and winter. So guys, that is my top 10 fragrance keepers for life. Any reviews that I've done, they will be down in the description below. I haven't reviewed all of these. Actually, wait, have I? I have, but just some of them are really cringy. Actually, when you're watching my channel, it's actually quite cringy, I know. I'm quite self-deprecating if you're new to the channel. But the oldest review that I've done are these two here. So I'm gonna be doing a remake of this one in the very near future. So guys, I do thank you for your time, take care, and we'll see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody.